Hey folks, Shawn Plummer over at the Annuity Expert. In today's video, we're going to compare annuities to mutual funds. We're going to do this at a very high level just because there's so many different types of annuities out there. So we're just going to kind of dive into it and just give you a better handle on which route you should go. Now, technically, you could use mutual funds inside of an annuity using a variable annuity. We don't particularly recommend that route because you defeat the purpose of the inexpensiveness of mutual funds. Variable annuities are extremely expensive. I mean, you're paying 3 to 4%, maybe more in fees per year, and that can add up real quickly. So we don't typically doing that. But when you're looking at annuities, you're really looking for principal protection. You're looking for tax-deferred growth. You're looking for contractually guaranteed lifetime income or long-term care benefits or a death benefit structure that's an alternative to life insurance, where with mutual funds, you're primarily looking for market growth, daily liquidity, low cost investing, and you can manage the risk of market losses, right? So mutual funds is more hands-on. Annuities are more set it and forget it type of situation, okay? So I'll go over the different types of annuities that you can check out. There's what's a fixed annuity. We call it a MYGA, and basically it pays a declared interest rate for a fixed period of time. Okay, so think about the CD version of an annuity. Hey, I buy a 5-year MYGA guaranteeing me 5.5%. I'm going to get 5.5% in year 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And at the end of the 5th year, I'm free and clear of that term, and I can either cash it in or transfer it elsewhere, right? You have your fixed index annuity, which either offers a fixed interest rate or you have index linked returns tied to indexes like the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ 100. There's like over 100 indexes you can choose from. And you're not in the market. The insurance company is using those indices they're using those indices as a measuring stick to determine how much or how little interest you earn in any given year. If you have a good year, you earn interest. If you have a bad year, nothing happens to your account. You just don't earn any interest that year, and you don't lose any money. There's the immediate annuity, which that's just giving you an income immediately. Probably apples and oranges conversation when you're talking about mutual funds. The reason why I bring that up is because you could do like a combo of both. So you could get a fixed index annuity, right, where you're earning interest based on a stock market index, and add on a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit. So if you wanted to have a balance of earning interest and getting income distribution in retirement, you could do both doing that. You just start the income immediately. And then there's the registered index linked annuity. This is a hybrid annuity. Basically, if the variable annuity and the fixed index annuity had a baby, this is the RILA annuity. And basically, you can get more upside than a fixed index annuity, but you have the opportunity to lose money up to a certain extent before protections come into place. Professionally, I don't think RILA annuities are worth it. You could get a fixed index annuity, pay for more upside potential, and have 100% downside risk. So for example, if you had a 55% participation rate with the fixed index annuity on the S&P 500, you could pay an extra 1% in fee, and you could get 85% or 90% participation rate. So whatever the S&P returns each year, you're getting 85, 90% of it at a 1% fee rather than having to get a similar upside potential and lose money, right? Once you earn interest with a fixed index annuity, it's locked in, so you don't lose it to stock market performance. So there's that. Other than that, I mean, it's almost kind of an apple in the traditional investing sense. It's an apples and oranges conversation because most folks don't buy annuities for investment. They buy it really for, I mean, I guess they buy it in the same vein as a CD or in the same vein as a bond alternative or a personal pension, right? Where with a mutual fund, you're moving things around on a daily basis. My rule of thumb has always been, if you can afford to lose money, go be in the market, right? If you can't afford to lose money, be in something like a fixed or fixed index annuity, where you protect your assets by still earning while still earning an above than average rate of return over time, right? In terms of like income distribution, so if I had a comparison of, hey, I'm going to use mutual funds and this is going to supplement my retirement income, as opposed to a guaranteed lifetime withdrawal benefit on a fixed or fixed index annuity, I mean, that the annuity would destroy the mutual fund all day long, just because we're at the highest payout rate since the 1990s. I mean, we're talking about contractually guaranteed payouts of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13% payouts, depending on your age and deferral time, which has been unheard of. And I don't think you can do that with a mutual fund for the rest of your life and it being contractually guaranteed, right? So that's the argument. Like, hey, I have guaranteed or not guaranteed. But when you look at a, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12% payout, is the mutual fund going to be able to, are you going to be able to balance your mutual funds and take a 11% payout for the rest of your life and not deplete the account, right? So anyway, in terms of liquidity, you got tons of liquidity with mutual funds. With annuities, usually get it's usually, I mean, there are annuities with no liquidity, but a lot of the annuities have up to 10% penalty-free withdrawals. The risk level on annuities are, I mean, if you get a fixed or fixed index annuity, there's not a whole lot of risk. There's obvious risk with the mutual funds. Death benefit, whatever's left in the account at the time of your death goes down to your beneficiaries. Let's see, tax treatment, tax deferred growth, withdrawals are taxed based on your account type. So when you're doing taxes, I mean, that's a whole nother video. We have a video that we have about taxes, but basically you're taxed at an ordinary tax rate. And that'll either be tax-free if you have a Roth IRA annuity. Gains are taxed on non-qualified annuities, and all of it's taxed on qualified annuities. So your IRA annuities, where mutual funds have, I mean, they're going to have lower taxes on that, right? So, let's see, if I'm looking here, best use for an annuity: retirement income, principal protection, tax deferral, longevity protection, long-term care alternative, life insurance alternative, bond alternative, CD alternative, where mutual funds are really for like long-term growth and flexible investing and just having control over your money on a daily basis. So I think that kind of covers it. If you want to see an apples to apples comparison, you can contact us over at the Annuity Expert, and we can get you a free annuity quote. There's no obligation, and you can kind of see which one's best. And then if you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I'll answer it over the next couple of days, and we'll catch you on the next video. See ya.